Namaskara. I am Dr. Gajendra Singh, Principal of RV College of Nursing, Bangalore. Today, as you know, we are all celebrating World Hepatitis Day 2021. World Hepatitis Day takes place every year on 28th July, bringing the world together under a single theme to raise awareness of the global burden of viral hepatitis and to influence the real change. This year, the theme is Hepatitis Cannot Wait. Globally, 90% of the people living with hepatitis B and 80% living with hepatitis C are unaware they are living with the disease, resulting in the real possibility of developing fatal liver disease or liver cancer at some point in their lives, and in some cases unknowingly transmitting the infection to others. Hence, I call on people from across the world to take action and drive awareness of hepatitis, because hepatitis cannot wait. Every 30 seconds, person is dying from hepatitis related to illness. Even in current COVID-19 crisis, we can't wait to act on viral hepatitis. Expectant mothers can't wait for hepatitis screening and treatment. Newborn babies can't wait for birth dose vaccination. People affected by hepatitis can't wait to end stigma and discrimination. Community organizations cannot wait for greater investment. Decision makers cannot wait and must act now to make hepatitis elimination a reality through political will and funding. Thank you.
Hi, I am Dr. Arvind Kidambi Sheshadri, Consultant Liver Transplant and HPV Surgery, Astro Hospitals, Bangalore. Today I would like to tell you a few things about hepatitis. The World Hepatitis Day is on the 27th of this month, that is 27th of July. So what exactly is hepatitis? Hepatitis actually means there is some inflammation that is happening in the liver. So what are the usual causes of hepatitis? These are viral infection, could be because of alcohol consumption. There is an entity called non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, that is fatty liver disease, could be autoimmune or drug induced. So what are the usual symptoms of a person having hepatitis? In the early part of the disease, the symptoms are usually non-specific. It could be some abdominal discomfort, could be generalized weakness, some tiredness, indigestion. Only when the disease becomes advanced, then you can have jaundice, swelling of limbs, and development of ascites. So how does one know whether he or she has hepatitis? So when we do a general health check, this liver function test is something that is done in the general health checkup. If there is any abnormality in the values, then it is better to consult with a liver specialist. So in the liver function test, the bilirubin could have gone up, the enzymes might be abnormal. So when these things are noticed, then I think it's time to consult a liver specialist. Apart from liver function tests, you can do a check of viral markers, an autoimmune profile, and an ultrasound or a fibroscan to look at the severity of the disease. But no need to worry. Hepatitis can be prevented or detected at a very early stage and treated accordingly. How do we prevent this? We should have a healthy lifestyle, have a balanced diet, exercise regularly to avoid fat deposition in the liver. If you're consuming alcohol, then you should stop it. Then have safe sexual practices. In terms of treatment, suppose somebody is already detected to have hepatitis, we should look at the cause. Like I said, if it's because of alcohol or obesity, you need to stop alcohol. If it is because of obesity, you need to exercise, lose weight, and have a balanced diet. If you are having any autoimmune reason as the cause of hepatitis, then that can be treated with some immunosuppressants. There are antiviral drugs for virus-induced hepatitis. So overall, if you are having hepatitis, it's better to consult a liver specialist at the earliest and maintain a regular follow-up as required. Thank you.
Namaste. It is a pleasure to talk to you on this 28th of July. Today is World Hepatitis Day. It is an important day, not just because liver is an organ which regulates almost everything in the body, including digestion, bleeding tendencies, ability to fight back an infection, ability to metabolize toxic and unnecessary materials in the body, but also because it is one of those major organs which is directly affected by how you feel and how you live. A lifestyle which consists of a fatty, sugary diet, and a beverage, but in particular alcoholic beverage, lying down in a comfortable couch, gazing into an electronic device which is connected to the internet, is perhaps a description of a luxurious lifestyle in this era. But unfortunately, this is also a recipe for a very unhealthy liver. In fact, globally, we see fatty liver disease is soon becoming one of the leading causes of liver failure. Apart from that, unsafe sexual practices and unhygienic practices, including some medicos, not disposing sharp instruments and contaminated materials properly, can expose them to viral hepatitis. It is rather disheartening to know that even in this era of medical excellence, where there are a lot of good treatment for viral hepatitis, a lot of people still succumb to the disease. Statistics say that every 30 seconds a person in the world dies out of viral hepatitis, and this is very, very alarming and needs a lot of concern, because this seems to be something which can be easily avoided. Now, the impact of alcohol on liver cannot be exaggerated. It is something which is known on community level that an alcohol will cause liver disease. But those who drink continue to say and excuse themselves, like saying that it is, a remedy for a broken heart, celebration for an overjoyous mind, a refreshment for a hard day's work. But then what good is it if it is burning away your liver, or what joy would it bring if you would land up in an ICU? So I think these are very alarming things, and things which can be easily avoided. But thankfully, liver is very resilient organ, and it is far more forgiving than one's heart could ever be. So if you give a bit of a tender, loving care to your liver, the liver usually springs back. It has, and if at all, transplanting a part of, or a portion or whole of a liver from the donor might be the only way to survive. So in this particular day, which is so important, I'd like to remind you that, there is this brown colored shiny organ majestically sitting under the ribs, and it needs a bit of your love, it needs your care. And if you are indulging in any sort of unhealthy activity, or feel a little tired, to not be very careful about the possibility of harming the liver. Please do remember that there's this liver trying to live happily, which is trying to make you really happy. So remember your liver, protect it, love it, because of course it can't wait.